Okay, we are officially in day 37 of our Winter Crush program. So far, it's been a lot of fun. We've just been really working out, taking some days to settle, go a little bit slower, focus on weightlifting. And then today, we are bringing out our band again. So let's go ahead, get warmed up, and then I'll run through everything that we're going to be doing, and then we'll get going with the band. So we're going to be focusing on those legs today. Go ahead and just start at the back of your mat and hinge over the legs. Take a couple deep breaths. Just feel what's going on, your ankles, knees, hips, thighs. Maybe push into your shins or your thighs and really drive your chest forward. If you do yoga, this is kind of your halfway lift. I really like it. It feels like you can expand through the chest and slide those shoulder blades down. Rotate through your head and neck a little bit. And then go ahead and let your hips kind of drop down. We'll sit into a low squat. Start by hinging side to side. Again, you can kind of feel what's going on in your ankles, your calves, your knees, and hips. I'm sure I've told you all, but just getting into a low squat is extremely beneficial if you would want to try and do it every day. So many things we could try and do every day. Sometimes it's overwhelming, but you could eat lunch, I guess, in this position. A lot of cultures do. Okay, let's go ahead and walk ourselves forward onto our hands and knees. Slide your shoulder blades down. Get your knees right underneath your hips, and then let's go some cat-cow. So drive that chest forward, lift your head, slide the shoulder blades down. Deep inhale, and then exhale. Push into the hands, push into the knees, round the back. And then inhale, push forward. I can tell it's early in the morning. My back is a little stiff. Exhale, round, push into the hands, drive through those knees, tuck your belly, tuck your chin. Let's go 2 more. Inhale, push that chest forward. Exhale, round. Last one. And then just level out through your back, make it neutral, and let's hinge those hips side to side. Let one hip drop over and then the other. Kind of like you're wagging your tail, but instead you're wagging your whole hips. Side to side. All right, go ahead, bring your left leg forward for me real quick. Just hinge forward into that left leg. Slide back, hinge forward. Slide back, one more. Keep your back nice and long, belly strong, always, always. And then switch it up. Bring your other leg forward. Drive those hips down. Slide back, forward, and back, forward, back. One more. Get just a little stretch to that hip flexor, just a little stretch to that hamstring. Good, and done. All right, go ahead and come on up. All right, so as I said, we're going to be working with our mini band today. So let's go ahead and get that on. Put it on above your kneecaps. And we're counting today, as opposed to using a timer, which is always risky when I have to count, but all that matters is that we're getting a good workout. So, all right, put it on above your kneecaps, and then we're doing some alternating combo moves. So I'm going to run through kind of actually pretty much everything with the alternates thrown in, and then we'll get going with our sets. But you can go along with me or march in place or swing the legs, whatever feels good to you to continue to warm up as we're going along. So you got your band set. You're going to put tension on your band, knees out with toes. You're going to hit a squat, come all the way up. You're going to shift to your right, kind of like a lunge position. See if you can tap that knee down as long as it doesn't hurt your knee. Otherwise, just go the range that works for you. Come back, squat, and turn. So we're going to be doing 10 each side, 20. So we'll be counting our lunges, not really the squats. So we'll be going side to side, making sure that you're lining those knees with the toes and that the knee in front doesn't go past the toe. So we'll slide up through that front heel. Okay, after that, we're going to do another squat, step wide. It's basically squat day, or squat mid, sorry, and then you're going to squat wide. Squat back to mid, and then wide. Same thing, 10 each side, 20 total. All right, still watching those knees, lining with toes. All right, next up, we're going to do a walkout push-up. So it will look like this. You'll stand at the back of the mat. We're going to give our legs just a little break, but you'll still keep kind of some tension. And you're going to just lean forward. If you need to bend your knees, if touching the ground with straight legs doesn't happen, that's fine. Plant into your hands. Come all the way out. You're going to hit one push-up. I like a tricep push-up for these, and then you'll walk back. If you do not do those, it's not a problem. I'm going to have you hang out, hands and knees. Slide those shoulder blades down. You're going to pick up one leg and just do an abduction. So you can pull as we're doing our push-ups, maybe 10 on one side, 10 on the other. And I can call out once we have our 5, and then you can switch to the other side. So you're still going to be getting into those abductors. Also, you can take a couple times and hit some child's pose, or even if it feels good, kind of a little mini dolphin just to stretch through your upper back. Down dog is great as well. That would actually also be another great alternative instead of the push-up, is if a down dog feels good for you, just kind of down dog, maybe plank, maybe not, whatever feels good for you in there. Okay, so from there, after our walkout push-up, we're going to come down and hit up a plank position. If you do not plank, you're going to do all of these from standing. If you do them from standing, though, you need to put your band around your high ankle, low calf. So it's just a little more difficult in that position. So what we're going to do is stick with our alternating side steps, 10 each side, and then we're going to do a straight leg raise, 10 each side. So if you're standing, you'd put your band down around your high ankle, low calf. You're going to do alternating side steps, and then you're going to do alternating back steps. Okay, just without the plank, which is not a problem. Next up, last one, is you're going to put your band around your laces and arches. I'm not going to take the time to do it. It's a tight band. It's moving slow. And then we're going to do a bicycle crunch. So once your band is around your shoes, it'll be a little more difficult. If you're standing, you still put it around your laces and arches, and you're going to do a standing pull like this. Okay, and that's everything. And we're going to see how many rounds we can get through. So without any further pauses or craziness, let's just get started. So we're going to go squat to our lunge, okay? Squat low, twist, and lunge. Just that pivot. So 1 and 2. Squat deep. Try to find that pivot. Woo! Maybe fall over. 4. That's my band. Sink low. 5. Get all the way up every time, taking your time. Want to start building those glutes and thighs. Squat deep, lunge deep. 8. Notice what you're feeling where. Woo! 10. Where's that core? Where's your upper body? 12. See if you can pull that belly button back and in. Kind of pull it up and then tack it back. 16. Check out those toes and knees. Last round. 19. 20. All right. Take a little shake out. And then we're just squatting mid, squatting wide. Alternating side to side. Here we go. Squat it. Come all the way up. Squat wide. Back to narrow. 2. 3. Check in. with where you're pushing up out of those feet. So you want to drive to the heels, as always. There's 8. Sit it back and down. Should feel the underneath sides of the thighs, but then those upper outer glutes as well. Sit wide. Drive through those heels. Trying to keep your chest up off the rib cage. Doing great. Here's 16. 18. Last one. And 20. Okay, you're going to do your walkout push-ups or your down dog plank or go hands and knees with the single leg pull. Okay, stand at the back of your mat. When you're walking forward, try to push pressure into your back and use the core. Hit your push-up. Lots of core, just giving the legs a little break and getting into the back a little. Back, the core. Triceps, if you're doing that tricep push-up. There's 2. Focus that core, trying to keep your hips as level as possible. 3. Level as possible as you're walking out and walking back. 4. Think about working first from the core. 5. Halfway through. I know these take a while, but that's the point. Setting in, focusing on working from your core and your glutes and your back as your foundation. As I go along with these, I have to really watch those hips, that I get that tailbone tucked under, and that I don't sway in the low back. We have that natural low back sway, right? That arch, lumbar spine, but really feel the glutes tuck in and the tailbone tuck under to hold that core strong. That was 8. We got 2 more. Big widespread fingers. Last one. Walk forward. Pinch those elbows in tight and push up. All right. From here, we're going to be going down into our plank. We in our planks can also put the band low. Let's start with it up around our thighs right now. And then if it's too easy, then we can put it lower. Otherwise, put it low if you're standing, and you're just going to move the same direction as we are. So set up your plank position first, shoulders up over those wrists, tuck your tailbone, step your right leg out, bring it back, and then left. 2. We're going 10 each side. 3. Elbows pull back to point at the toes. Core stays strong. And you're trying to minimize any wobble side to side in those hips. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to go straight up kick. 1, just kick straight back. 2, keep that solid core, solid plank. 'Keep tucking that tailbone even though you're lifting the leg. Making sure the hips are not hiking up above your shoulders. 8, 9, hold on to it. We'll be off our arms soon. And 10. Whew. All right, flip it over. And then you're going to put your band around your shoes. whether you're standing or whether you're lying down. Okay, so if crunching is not good for your neck, cervical spine, you're going to stay standing. And you're going to do those marches. Feel it in the core and your quads. Otherwise, lie on the ground, rest your head in the hands, push one leg out as you extend the other, pulling it in towards you, twist opposite arm to leg. 2. Focus on that core. 3. I don't think there's any way we can't. 4. 5. Waking up that belly. Holy cow. Your hands are there to rest the head into, not to yank on. This is 10. All right, we made it. 1 round through. Pull your band back up above those kneecaps. And let's come back up to the top, starting off with our squat to lunge. All right, here we go. 10 each side. Squat it low, get your pivot, and lunge. There's 1. Focus on how those knees line with toes. Keep scanning the body. Belly button, core, back. You got it. Halfway. Keep it up, keep it up. Feeling it all the way around those thighs. 16. Sit back on those heels. Burning a little faster this time. A little deeper. 19. And 20. Okay, now we're going to do our mid squat to wide squat. Toes straight ahead, core nice and strong. Here we go. Squat all the way up. Step really wide. 1 and 2. Lots of squats today. Feels awesome. You got it. 9. Check in with those knees. That's the point of the band. It's to really force you. Get those knees pulling out wide. Keep it up, keep it up. Where's that core? Wrap the belly button tighter. 18. 19. And 20. Okay, we have our walkout push-ups or your alternate. Spread those fingertips wide. Feel the back and the core. Take the work. Now the triceps. 1. If you need, bend into those knees. Get all the way extended. Then your push-up. Strong core. And then feel free to push back with those knees bent. 2. Focus that core. Starting with that forward fold is where I really start trying to feel like my belly pulling way back. Here's 5. Big, big hands. Shoulder heads come forward over your fingertips if you're in that tricep push-up. Kind of like a chaturanga. Tuck that tailbone. Belly stays strong. There's 6. 7. Notice what you're feeling. Set into it. 8. Use that breath to help you along. Here's our 9. Watching that core. Making sure you're not losing that low back. The hips set with the shoulders. Tuck that tailbone. Try to stay in one solid plank. And 10. Whew. Okay. You're either standing with the low band. I'll give it a try from a plank position this time. High ankle, low calf. And then we're going to set up our plank. And then we're going to get our lateral taps. Biggest thing is getting that plank set first. Tuck everything under. Feel that core engage. And then side tap. 1, 2, 3, 7. Tuck that tailbone. And 10. Okay, straight legs. 1, 2. Focus on the work. Don't try to back out of it mentally. Stay in it. This is what we came for. Should be tough. 7. You've got it. Finish it out. 10. Whew. Okay, flip it over. Move that band to your laces and arches. Okay, you have your bicycle or your standing marches. Scoop through the belly and go. 1, 4. Pack that low back into the ground. 9 and 10. All right. We're going to hit our last set. It's going good. Building the heat, nice and slow. Feeling those glute muscles super build. Okay, we're going to hit up our squat to pivot and lunge. Deep breath. Here we go. Squat it down. Make it your best set yet. 2. Driving up through those heels. Focus on the work. Core, glutes, outer thighs. You got it. 9, 10. How low can you get that squat while still keeping the shoulders up above your hips? So make sure you're not just dropping your chest, right? Drop that booty straight down as you can. Can tell I'm tiring out whenever I start falling over. 18, 19, 20. Whew, okay. Can tell it's the 3rd round. Feels good. Okay, we're going to squat, mid, squat, wide. Hinge back and down, same thing. Pushing those hips back. Power in numbers. Lots of squats today. Seven, find that core. Drive through those heels. Halfway. Hang strong. 13. Really sit it back. Find the underneath side. Your quads will take over if you're not watching. So focus, glutes and hamstrings. Keep it up. Squat, step, one more set. Oh, whew, okay. Walkout push-ups. Grab through that core. Nice flat back. Focus on pushing through those back muscles. Tuck your tailbone. Drive up. 1. The down dog plank works better. Cat cow at this point. You need to find what works for you. You can set up a wall push-up. Hit your knees to come up. That's fine. Challenge yourself though. See what you're capable of, as long as it lets you come back tomorrow. You don't have to do it the way everybody else does it. You have to do it the way that your body needs it. Halfway. Big hands, strong core. Tuck in that tailbone. We got 8, 9, 10. 8. That pelvis is heavy. Sure you can feel it. So that's why I like to get my plank set up first. Make sure it's under control. Then hit the drop and drive. This is 10. And 10. All right. I'm going to keep my band up above the kneecaps. Feel free to move it. You will move it if you're standing. Hit up your plank position. Alternating steps side to side. 1. You can feel those obliques connect depending on how wide you step. 8, 9, 10. Spread wide through those fingertips. Do your kicks. Straight back. Tuck tailbone. Hips in line with shoulders. Not about how high you kick. It's keeping core and butt tucked. 9, 10. Whew, okay. Put it around those feet. Lie on the back. Rest your head and hands. You're marching if you're not bicycling. 1, 2. Scoop that belly. Pull it in nice and tight. Make it your best one yet. Don't back off. Dig deep. 9, and 10. All right. If you are standing, go ahead and join us on the ground facing the mat. You can get rid of your band. We're going to start with a big, wide child's pose. So put your big toes together, your knees super duper wide, hinge back, stretch those arms out in front. Create some traction. So push into the hands and then kind of pull the hands back. Feel the chest pull forward. You should have your elbows up off the ground. And then come to your hands and knees. Put your knees really close together. And then you're going to take your left knee and see if you can wrap it around your right knee. Now, some of us, this will work better for than others. That's fine. Maybe this is your stretch right here. Try to pull your toes away from each other. Okay? So your feet are pulling away from your butt and thighs. And then slowly just sit back to wherever that's your best stretch. Okay, so I'm pretty flexible. I can get my knees to stack and sit my hips all the way down. And I feel the hip, the thigh that's on the ground. So not the one that's over the top, but the one that's on the ground, really stretching. Can kind of push into those knees, hinge forward a little bit. If this doesn't work, you're probably still a little bit further up here. That's fine. You can still get a stretch. I'll also show you one other way. So let's unwind, and we're going to go the other way. So if your left leg was in front last time, right leg's going to go around this time. Cross it over the top. Try to pull those feet apart, and then slowly sit back. Whatever works for you. And if none of it does, just lay on the ground and get a figure 4 stretch. So now I feel that bottom thigh. If you're mirroring me, your left one should be getting more of a stretch. Okay, and then what I was going to show you as an alternate, in yoga they call it half cow face. So I don't know if this is full cow face, to be completely honest. But extend your right leg long and then see if you can cross the left one over the top. So one leg straight, one leg is over the top, and then you'll kind of stretch forward. And instead of the thigh as much, you'll feel more in that hamstring, which is still fantastic for our purposes today. So try to lift the chest, reach that long back forward, and then let's switch to the other side. That was fun, you guys and gals, friends. Getting those glutes into that band more regularly is probably a positive thing. I think we're going to be working on that, incorporating it just a little more often. It's not just for aesthetics or so you look good in your stretchy pants. It's very important for keeping your smaller muscles in the thighs, the medius, the minimus, those abductors and adductors really strong. Keep your low back strong. Let's come up to standing. Hit your forward fold stretch. Hinge over the body. Keeps your knees happy. So, and it's very easy to pack in a bag or take on a trip if anybody's getting ready to trip. Okay, bring it all the way up. Nice deep inhale. Be grateful for all that you have. I'm grateful for you all. Thanks for being with me.